Welcome to the Sprinkles of Spirit podcast. I'm Lisa, and I am your host. With a lifelong passion for self-discovery, personal growth, and spirituality, I have realized the ability to transform our lives is a timeless gift that lies within each of us, waiting to be awakened. Join me in this space every Thursday as I share with you all of the powerful practices and tools that have helped me elevate my mind, body, and spirit, as I know they will do the same for you. Together, we'll unleash your potential through self-love, self-acceptance, and faith, empowering you to live an inspired life that radiates with authenticity, purpose, and unwavering joy. I am so grateful you are here. Remember, you are exactly where you are supposed to be, and you are loved beyond measure. Thank you for being here this week with me. So right away, let's breathe. Go ahead and close your eyes. And take a deep inhale through your nose, filling up your belly, the ribs, the shoulders, the chest. And allow your exhale to come out of your mouth. And then breathe in through your nose as you feel your shoulders soften. Breathe out through your nose. And slowly open your eyes. Thank you. Love that. Every time, right? So, life has been busy. How are you guys doing? The month of August, summertime, I think for a lot of people is busy, right? Busy. But I want you to know, so something that I do every day, I like to share with you guys things that will help you along your own spiritual journey, your very personal self-love journey, your very personal journey to up-leveling your mind and your body and your spirit. And I hope that I'm doing that for you. But there's something I realize, something simple that you can do every day. And that is, there's so many different meditation apps or prayer apps that you can use. And I just highly suggest using one and checking in with it every day, because as busy as my life has been, I make a commitment to pause, even if it's just for a few minutes, and check I look at Course in Miracles has an app, and I check in with it daily. And it's such an easy way for you to kind of get quiet for a minute, amidst the busyness of life. And this past week, one of the messages that resonated with me was really important. And I find that most people go through life reaching outward, right, for a connection with their higher power, whatever you want to call it. Whether it's, the label doesn't matter. I've said that before. And growing up, I this is going to make sense. I have just like the thoughts are flooding in, like what my angels want me to talk about. And I'm trying to organize them all. So, forgive me. I'm going to put this together. Growing up, I grew up in a Catholic home and I went to church every Sunday, right? We went to church. And then as we got older, my parents were conscious and they were like, okay, it's up to you now, to explore, to read, to continue your own journey of faith, which is so personal. We each went on and individually did that in our own ways. And, every now and then, for years, actually, the Catholic guilt would creep up, if I missed church, right? If I missed Mass. And what I realized is there was many times I sat in church and like, I was literally not there. I was, most of the time I was, because I always felt a very strong connection with the Holy Spirit, with angels, with Jesus. But there were many times where, really I wasn't fully present. My mind was on what was going to happen after church or this week or what I needed to get done, or I was falling asleep maybe even, or laughing with my siblings, or, I wasn't really feeling, the connection, even though I was in a church, right? A sacred space. And it's not like, I didn't feel like God was going to punish me for that. But now I've gotten to the point where I realize that you don't need to go anywhere to feel your connection to God, because your true essence, your light, your source of pureness, of holiness, of love, the energy of love, God goes with you everywhere you go. Everywhere you go. Because God is within you. And maybe I'm, it's a little bit taking you to church here today, but this is what I felt I wanted to talk about, because I really feel like in the spiritual community, you can kind of get caught up in the cycle of using the outside things or tools. And I'm not against, rituals and prayers, of course, that kind of drop you into stillness, right? But that's really where it's found. But truly, you can feel the connection wherever you go, because God goes with you everywhere you go. To me, and if you guys follow me on Threads, it just came to me, and I wrote my post so fast, but it was like, what is, to me, God is like the highest vibration of love, of joy, of happiness, of peace, of compassion, of forgiveness, of connection, of union, of oneness, right? We're not separate from that. And so it's like the source of joy goes with you everywhere you go. The source of happiness, when you look at the flower, when you look at the sky, when you're sitting on the beach. The source of love, when you're wrapping your arms around your loved one, when you're playing with your children, when you're immersed in your passion, whether it's music or art or movement or writing or speaking or teaching or sharing or just simply connecting, the source of love goes with you. The source of goodness goes with you. The source of compassion goes with you. That source of forgiveness goes with you. You're never separate. You're never separate. It's like, it doesn't have to be this manic kind of striving, that I see and feel some people, they fall into that, and even guilt tripping yourself like, oh, I didn't do my full moon ritual, or I didn't, or even for me, right? I didn't do my yoga practice. It's okay. But I sat and I breathed and I looked at the sky and I admired the sunset and I felt the presence of God. Or, for I'm thinking of my beautiful husband who loves the water, or, when he's out on the water or looking at the sunrise in the morning, I know he feels that connection to the source greater than ourselves, right? Yeah. So if you're someone maybe who feels like it's something you have to work towards or something external outside of yourself, I just wanted to be a reminder this week that God goes with you wherever you go. And you don't have to stress about it or feel guilty about it, like you're missing out, because you are always united. You are always with your source. And again, for each of us, use the label that resonates with your heart, whether it's God, the Holy Spirit, my angels, Jesus, Mother Mary, a certain archangel or certain saint. Like, it's very individual. The journey of faith is very individual, and it's perfect, and it's exquisitely created for you. Exquisitely created for you, your path that you're on. So don't question it. And don't feel guilty about anything, because you're on the path and your connection is within you. And if there's one thing I'd say you could make a commitment and an effort to do, it's really when we're quiet. So if life has you extremely busy like me right now, let me tell you, this is a jam-packed year, you guys. It's nuts, but it's all good. Loving it, but it's jam-packed. Make the effort to quiet all the things and figure out where you can fit in 10, 15, 25, 30 minutes a day just for you to get quiet and sit with this beautiful connection that is inside you, that is with you wherever you go. Because the noise, right? The running around and the going to work and the coming home and the picking up the kids and then going to the store and then making dinner and then working on our projects that we have and taking care of our homes and taking care of our families and plugging in every single day on, our cell phones, staring at social media, at everybody's highlights, right? That's not even their reality. This is all like outside noise, busyness. It's all normal and it's healthy, and we're living our lives and we're human and we're supposed to have this human experience and we're doing it, right? But we cannot hear our higher self. We cannot connect and strengthen our intuition without solitude and serenity and stillness, right? Be still and know. It's only when we're still and we can quiet all the things that we experience our spirituality, that we experience our exquisite, unique relationship with God, with our higher power. And we experience the building and the strengthening of faith And it is like a flower, and it is like a plant. You have to keep on watering it. You have to keep on watering it. If we don't water the flower, it dies. It's that simple. So just remember the journey of faith, your journey of experiencing your spirituality. It's nurtured, it's nurtured. And I just think the number one thing is stillness. And I find when I don't make time for that, those are like the weeks where I'll be like, oh my God, why did I lose my patience in that moment? Or, oh gosh, I reacted to that. Why? Like, I'm like not as fully present, and I'm not as, I'm more reactive and less reflective. I notice, if I fall off my commitment, my daily sadhana, and it is a commitment. And you tuned in this week, so I know you have it in you too. So thank you always, for click and play on this episode. Okay, so got a couple cards that popped out this week. So let's see, what are your angels telling you for this week? I've got 2 messages. Your Sprinkles of Spirit card is embrace change. And your affirmation is, I flow with the cycles of nature, embracing change with each new season of my life. Change is good. Ooh, so embrace change. Some of you are going through it. Let go of the fear and remember that is the only thing constant, right? Is change. Everything evolves, everything changes, just like the seasons of the year. And it's always for a purpose. So see if you can kind of loosen your grip on what you're used to and allow things to evolve and change and newness to come into your life, because that's when the flowers bloom and your garden, flourishes. Okay. Oh gosh, I need my glasses, you guys. It's so crazy. Okay. Our second message is surrender worry. Ooh, so this goes with the embrace change, right? Let go of the fear. Surrender worry. So it says, make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. So I love that. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. It's when you get still and you take a deep breath in and you exhale the anxiety, the worry, the fear, that you come back to that remembrance that you are guided, you are exactly where you're supposed to be, you're never alone, and that Spirit is guiding you in the right direction for your highest good, right? We've all heard the saying, life is not happening to you, it's happening for you. Even when things are changing and maybe a little hectic, or you are filled with fear. These are normal human experiences, but come back to your breath and come back to stillness this week. And there's nothing to fear and there's nothing to worry about, because this change happening in your life is meant for your highest good. It's all going to work out. I don't know. That's what I'm just getting here. So it's all working out for your highest good. So no worries. Write that down in your journal. No worries. Breathe it in and let it go, Yeah. So I'm going to leave it at that this week. Stay tuned, for upcoming episodes and a little project I'm going to work on, coming up. If you guys don't follow me, just make sure you follow me on Instagram, Lisayogaangel, but also at Sprinkles of Spirit, which is going to evolve and change coming soon. So yeah. Have a beautiful week. Until next time, namaste.